if you look at all my portfolio of things that I'm involved in, my strongest passion outside of the ownership of the Hornets is the Jordan Brand. So when I got the opportunity to be a part of the Washington Wizards at the time, Ted Leonsis brought me in as a part of his group. That's where I got my feet wet in terms of ownership. And it was intriguing enough. I didn't have the experience of ownership. I knew what it took, which was a lot of money, a lot of financial support. But the knowledge in terms of being able to transition from a basketball player who could impact a game and determine the outcome to where now you sit up in an office and have not the same control. You have to be able to live vicariously through the players that you select, which sometimes you're going to be allowed, you're going to make mistakes. And with that mistakes, you got to be able to make adjustments. And that's what I learned in Washington. In my first couple years, I was the general manager. Then the next couple of years, I went down and I played because I still felt I could impact the game from a player standpoint. Not with the same magnitude of what happened in Chicago, but from a teaching standpoint, saying that, okay, a lot of these kids, they believe in leadership from a physical sense, where that I can show you how hard it takes to work. I'm in the gym, the first one in the gym, the last one in the league, blah, blah, blah. And I felt like I could pass that to the players.
While you're trying to achieve success, you have to make sure that you wake up every single day motivated and dedicated to go out there and pursue your craft and be better than you were the day before. That is going to be a challenging feat, and it's going to take tons of time, energy, and effort and focus on something that you truly love, because you're not going to wake up every day and try to improve on something that you don't genuinely love and something that doesn't genuinely excite you. So you have to make sure that you wake up and get excited, get fired up, and be motivated to go out there and pursue something that you genuinely love and something that you want to do for a very long time. And something that you can go through hard times and still enjoy what you're doing, still find excitement and joy out of it. Because as long as you're having a good time, that's all that really matters. Because it's your life and you only get one chance to live it. And life was made to live. So you should wake up every day and get excited because it's a new day to rise and shine. A new day to wake up and figure out something new, grow in ways that you never thought possible, and figure out new ways to go about your life. Now I know that sounds extremely complicated and having to wake up every day and be better and do this, do that, and do the other. But it's honestly not. It's just you doing what you need to do to improve. Now, that doesn't mean you're going to have to be the best version of you the moment you wake up, but it's just going to mean that you try to be better every single day. You wake up with an idea of how to improve your life and go out there and do it. It doesn't have to be big. It can be so small that you do it every single day.
As a kid here in North Carolina, the first thing is to play basketball, and then things evolved from that. Went to the University of North Carolina, then go to Chicago. Obviously, you guys know the history from that, and then be able to have an opportunity to come back and represent the state in an all-star situation from a different seat. It's truly amazing. It tells the path in terms of what that I've taken. A very grateful path. It gives me great pleasure to be able to present that back to the community. So as I said, it's been a long traveled road, and I've been on both sides of the spectrum. I do not have any doubt that the enjoyment is going to be the same. A little bit more work on this side than what I had to do on the other side. Before I just showed up on Friday, put a ball in my hand and go play. This time there's a little bit more activity, but the pleasure is still the same.
I never feel that I'm at my best. I feel I still have room to improve. I still set goals for myself to strive for. I'm never complacent with what I've achieved. Even though it's been very successful for me, I still feel I have a lot to prove, not just as a player, but as a person, as a father, to some extent as a role model in all aspects. So I'm never really too complacent with myself or with what I've achieved. When I get to a point where I feel I can improve as a player, I walk away from the game. I still feel that I have a plateau that I hadn't reached yet in terms of my skills or my expectations of myself. I'm always going to expect myself to do certain things or surpass certain things. As long as I believe that, then my road to success is going to continue to expand.
Leroy Smith was a guy, when I got cut, he made the team on the varsity team. And he's here tonight. He's still the same 6'7" guy. He's not any bigger. His game is about the same. But he started the whole process with me because when he made the team and I didn't, I wanted to prove not just to Leroy Smith, not just to myself, but to the coach who actually picked Leroy over me. I wanted to make sure you understood you made a mistake, dude. And I'm gonna thank a couple people that you guys probably wouldn't even think that I would think. Isaiah Thomas, Magic Johnson, George Gervin. Now they say it was a so-called freeze out in my rookie season. I wouldn't have never guessed, but you guys gave me the motivation to say, you know what? evidently I haven't proved enough to these guys. I gotta prove to them that I deserve what I've gotten on this level. And no matter what people may have said, if it was a rumor, I never took it as truth, but you guys never froze me out because I was just happy to be there, no matter how you look at it, and from that point forward, I wanted to prove to you, Magic, Larry, George, everybody, that I deserve to be on this level as much as anybody else. And hopefully over the period of my career, I've done that without a doubt, even in the Detroit years.
When I was playing, my vision and my tunnel vision was my craft. I was a professional basketball player, and I tried to do that the best I could. Now I have more time to understand things around me, understand causes, understand issues and problems, and commit my voice, my financial support to.
So thank you all so much for watching this video. If you haven't already, please go ahead and like the video. Subscribe to the channel if you're new, and let us know what you thought down in the comments section below.